Hello and welcome to Dear Love Talk, the part of the program where every week we answer your questions. If you want to get in touch, then send us an email to questions@lovetalkshow.tv and we'll answer your questions right here. Now the first question comes from someone who contacted us via Facebook, and the person said, I've been dating someone who I have met online for the past 9 months. He has come to see me where I live, but until today, every time I'm supposed to go and see him at his hometown, something always comes up and he calls it off. Up until today, I have not met any of his family or friends. How do I deal with this? You should deal with this very carefully because if he dodges you coming to see him, that's a very negative sign. You know, one of the things, a sign that a relationship is moving forward and is healthy is when you get to know the person's family and friends and work environment and hobbies. It's an integral part of a relationship moving forward. If you have been dating for 9 months and you've not yet entered that stage, then the truth is that it's not much of dating going on. Not to mention the fact that it's not that there's a possibility he's lying to you, is that it's a dead given that he's lying to you. Because if he doesn't want you to come and see him for a period of 1 year and you've offered to do so many times, then something's not right and he must be hiding something.
Well, he's not coming across, well, he didn't say he didn't want her to meet the family, but he's always busy
making
or something happened. Well, that doesn't sound too right to me.
Yeah.
I think you should maybe do a surprise visit. You should have an address, so maybe, listen, if you ask him, what's your address? I want to send you a card or something. And you just show up, let's see what happens. You know, I think that's the only thing you can do. But it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, and the reality is that you going forward with this relationship or trying to push this relationship forward, would you just be trying to avoiding the inevitable? Because at some point you're going to find out that he's hiding something from you. He's probably hiding a double life. And, you know, you're just trying to pretend that this is not the case by just plodding along. So the two options you have here is to say, look, you either come clean or come and see your family, come and see your friends, and we see where the relationship goes, or then call it off. Because, you know, whenever there are things hidden, then there's a reason for you not to trust that person, and maybe it's better for you to move on.
And just the fact that you wrote to us and asked us this question already shows that you have a concern, that you are worried, you know there's something wrong. So sometimes we should trust our instincts, you know, trust in a way, okay, this is not normal, and do what you have to do.
That's right.
Basically.
Next question for you.
It says, I dated someone for 4 years and we were planning our wedding. Last week I found out she had a son who is 18 years old. She didn't come forward to tell me this. I happened to find out through someone else. I feel like a fool. How could I not see this before? I am at a crossroad and don't know if I should still go ahead and get married. I understand why you feel like a fool. And I am sorry this happened to you, but this is something that is quite common. If there is a lack of communication throughout the period of dating, or if you are not respecting that period and you're not doing what you should be doing, which is to actually get to know one another. Why am I saying this? Let me explain. Because these days, people, they get busy with all sorts of things apart from doing what they need to do, which is to talk a lot, visit family members, you know, socialize with each other's family, getting to know how he treats his mom, how she treats her family, and find out a few things. And maybe you got distracted along the way because it's very difficult, although we know that there are some professional liars out there, very professional, it would be difficult for you not to see that something was wrong. Because if she has a daughter or a son, I don't know if it was a son, 18 years old son, then she's surely she's already a mature person. She's not in her 20s. So just that alone, if you're dating someone who has passed their 40s or 50s, there is a history there. There has to be a story that comes with the package. So you need to know all about it.
But I think we have a bigger problem here.
Tell us. Enlighten us.
Because, you know, the problem is not that she has a son. It's not a problem if you're dating someone and the person has a son. But the person lied to you. They lied to you the fact that they have a son. This is a pretty big deal.
That's a deal breaker.
It's not a minor deal. And it's not because it's a deal breaker because she has a son. It's a deal breaker because she never told you. Because maybe had she come forward and said, listen, from the beginning of the relationship, look, I want you to know that you have a son. If you marry me, if you commit to me, you're going to be committing to this young man as well that I have as a son. Then it's different. And who's to say that you wouldn't have made a decision to carry on with a relationship because you love this person? But the truth is, someone hiding from you such an important part of their life, something's not right about this person's character. You need to ask yourself the question, is this the kind of person you want to live the rest of your life with? Because if someone lies to you about having a son, they can lie to you about anything else. They can lie to you about whether they have another man in her life. So I think... You know, maybe I think the problem here, Lynn, is that maybe he'll say, well, but if I break the relationship off, if I call off the wedding, she'll say it's because, oh, you only broke up with me because I had a son. Because if you loved me, you would accept us. But that's not the issue. It's not the issue of having a son. It's the issue that the person lied to you. And any relationship that is based on lies, whether it's because of a son or because of another boyfriend or whatever it is, it's not going to work. So you going forward with this, you are going forward with something that you know this person may lie to you again. And if you do decide to go forward, then you have to be very blunt and clear to say to this person, you cannot do this to me again. But then again, who's to say she's not going to do it again? Because she didn't come clean and say, I have a son. You found out through someone else.
Yeah, I wouldn't
so you have to be very careful. And like I said, it's not because she has a son. That's not the problem. It's a problem of the lies. So I think it may be an embarrassing situation if you call this off, but better to call it off and build a better future than having to deal with a much bigger explosion of problems in the future.
Yeah, it's like you are building your life on the sand. You know, you will always be worrying, is she telling the truth?
Yeah.
Who is this person? Oh, he's a cousin. Is he really a cousin?
Yeah, so
you don't know.
The problem here is not lack of communication, it's lies. She lied to you, and that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Okay? We hope that we've managed to help with these questions, and if you are in this situation, hopefully this has enlightened you as to what to do with your situation. If you want to get in touch, send us any questions you have to questions@lovetalkshow.tv, or you can also contact us via Facebook. Until next time,
bye.
Bye-bye.